Welcome, everybody, to episode 95 of The Effing Title. And this week we have one of my co hosts with me. We have the lovely Mr. Rob.
Oh, hello.
Oh, hello. How are you doing, sir?
Just swell after last week. Just swell.
Just swell, just swell. Um, so let's quickly hit on week 12. Week 12 was a shit show for all three of us, pick wise. Um,
No, I did perfect.
uh,
Just how I wanted.
just how I wanted to go 7-8. Yeah, no, just kind of
Mhm.
a lot of very interesting games. A lot of kind of
Last week?
yeah, last week.
Talking about like results or our picks?
Results more than anything. We had the Thanksgiving games, which I mean, out of all of those, I think two of them no one really saw coming. To be honest, I didn't think people thought Vegas would win or the Bears would win. Honestly.
I definitely didn't think the Bears would win. The Vikings I can see because it's a rivalry. The Bears, I was like,
And then you look through the rest of it. I mean, the Bucks and the Colts had a really close game. Atlanta had a close game with Jacksonville, which is kind of funny. The Jets beating the Texans was one that I don't think a lot of people would have picked either. Um,
you don't think they'd pick him?
no, I mean that was
You
close. I
know who
mean,
did? You know who did?
who you?
This guy.
That guy. Speaking of that guy, let's look at overall records. So Jeff is still in the lead at 106 to 74. However, his lead is drastically collapsing right now. I'm in second with 104.76, and Rob is in third with 100 to 80. Locks we're not going to look at because, yeah.
I'm doing great with my locks.
Oh, you're almost perfect with your locks, sir. Um, any sort of news we want to talk about? As I said to you earlier in the stream today, Adrian Peterson is now with the. Oh shit! Who the fuck did he just sign with? Did I just say
You said a team.
Seahawks?
No, you said a team.
I think it's
Um,
Seahawks. Hold up a sec.
Yeah, I mean, like it is Seahawks. You said that. Um, what I said, it really doesn't matter. I mean, he wasn't good enough to stick around with the Titans team that literally doesn't have anybody.
Yeah, a Titans team where literally they're going to play the type of football that he wants to play, which is just give him the ball and let him just kind of run a little bit, and he
Yeah,
could do it.
he doesn't have it.
Yeah,
He
no.
doesn't have that anymore. He's not an every down back anymore. He's a maybe he gets 10 touches a game,
Mm-hmm.
and he's not worth the headache and the money.
Yeah, no, not at all, because he still has the idea of the money from before, the before times. Um, the only other thing I was going to bring up was I saw Brady Quinn ripping on Brian Kelly. I thought that was kind of interesting.
Yeah, I don't understand that stuff.
I
I
don't
mean,
either. It's
in
it's
college football, coaches take different jobs all the time for tons of reasons.
I mean that's the thing, right?
People
It's like
people
this.
always sit, people always sit there and go, "Oh, it's just because of this and that." It's like, well, I mean, the dude's been there for 10
Mm-hmm.
years. Maybe he's just sick of the people
Yeah.
and needs a clean slate. Like he needs a fresh start. It could be as simple as that. And hey, let me go to a team that's perennially good,
Well, that's the thing, right? It's like
easy to
you look at
recruit.
it. They're always on the cusp, right? Notre
Yeah,
Dame's
easy,
always
but
like,
yeah,
but they're
yeah,
not there.
exactly.
Like, um,
It's Brian Kelly's MO.
yeah, that's what he
He's
does.
really good at getting teams to the promised land.
But then he can't.
Can't get him over the hump though.
Exactly. Um, but that's college football. We'll look at that once bowl season rolls around, which should be coming up here soon, right? We should be getting bowl selections here and everything soon.
Uh, Bowl week. So we have championship weekend is this weekend.
Okay.
So you've got the 8 conference championships
Mm-hmm.
or 9. Um, and I believe then after that you have which game? Best game in the world.
Army
Come on.
Navy.
Army Navy is the
Hoorah.
following weekend on I believe it is the 11th. Yeah, the
Wow.
11th.
Does it seem like games are being pushed back more and more then? Or is that just me?
No, ever see, y- yes and no. The season started a week later.
Okay, so that's why then. Because I'm sitting there like
Um,
it's like mid-December.
because last year's season was so delayed, they decided to start everything a week later.
Oh,
Because
okay.
usually it's the first weekend in December that Army Navy play,
Mm-hmm.
but not this year. But yeah, so you have two conference championships on Friday, and then you've got one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine being played on Saturday.
Oh. Well, maybe, just maybe, if everyone's lucky and I can get the guys to do it, we'll do a bowl selection podcast, a
I'm
special
100%
event.
for that.
You say it would be in.
100% for it because I'm probably going to be the only one that knows what's actually
I
happening.
was gonna say I'm gonna know from like 3 years ago, but not like
Yeah.
All right, so that's future though. We're talking right now. Today we have Thursday night football, Cowboys Saints, week 13.
Hmm.
I'm going Cowboys. It's
Aren't they all out because of COVID though?
it doesn't matter to me. The Saints, I'm pretty sure haven't won a game since Jameis Winston was dancing in the locker room. Fedge is also going Cowboys.
Yeah, I am too. I was just playing devil's advocate.
I mean, honestly, like
The
since
Saints are terrible, dude.
they really
Just
are. It's one of those things like we've talked about it before. Their O line is like one of their strong points, but like their defense used to be a strong point, and now it's just kind of getting shit on. It feels like so
oh,
over.
actually, Amari Cooper is expected to play.
Yeah, see, it doesn't matter who's playing. Like let Coop throw. Let Mr. Rush throw the ball around a little bit.
Yeah, Cowboys.
Cowboys across the board. Sunday, 1 o'clock
You know what
games.
that means?
What?
Cowboys across the board means the Saints will win.
I mean, you're probably not wrong. I could look back and see, but you're probably not wrong. Um, Giants at Dolphins, 1 o'clock. That's how we're kicking this off. Um, so I'm gonna start with Fedges because I have Fedges in front of me. So Fedge picks the Dolphins.
Mm-hmm. He picked the
This,
Dolphins.
yeah,
My Dolphins.
yes, your Dolphins.
How dare he pick my
Yep.
Dolphins? He doesn't deserve to pick my Dolphins.
Like Giants have been playing well.
Put it in the book, man. Lock of the week: Miami Dolphins over the Giants.
Oh, okay. You know what then? Just because I'm gonna be the devil's advocate, and I'm gonna go Giants then. Because I was actually thinking about it anyway. So, but lock of the week. Hot damn. Let's get this all locked in. Boom. There it is. Lock of the week. First one. Yeah. No. I think this is gonna be a good game. Like it won't be like a game of the week, but I think it just overall like team wise, where they are in their season and everything. I think this will be a good game.
Yeah, too. I don't think the Dolphins are a good team, but they could easily, if they just win, because there's no one left that's challenging on their schedule whatsoever.
Hmm.
But if they just keep slowly creeping up the board here, they could sneak into the playoffs
Oh
in
yeah.
a backdoor wild card scenario.
I mean, it's just like they like you said, they're not good. They're just playing solid all around on all three phases. Like that's all it is. It's like they're not a good team at any one thing. They just kind of like as a as all three phases of the ball of the game, they do okay and they win. The majority they win 2 out of the 3 most times. This next game though is not going to be as interesting. I think it's going to be Indianapolis at Texans, and Fedge is going Colts. I'm joining him, and I'm also, you
Uh,
know what? Fuck it, I'm locking this up.
oh yeah, you're locking up the easiest pick of the week. Surprise, surprise.
Don't start, sir. I picked fucking. I locked up Washington a couple weeks ago, right? No, I've been.
Don't go out on a limb or anything. Don't do me any favors.
Of course, why would
I'm
I?
over here locking up the Dolphins, and you're gonna lock up the freaking hottest team in football.
Yeah, You better believe I am, because I've been saying it for a little bit now. We got to put some more respect on fucking Jonathan Taylor's name.
Who's not putting respect on his name?
You'd be surprised. There's a lot of people that aren't.
They're idiots.
They are idiots. But now, speaking of idiots, now we get to Vikings at Lions, and you can probably tell why I'm saying idiots. Veg is going
They
Vikings.
They can't lose them all, man. They tied one.
Like they tied one, and they almost
gotta
won
win
on Thanksgiving.
eventually. So they've almost won. Like they either almost
Dude,
win or they lose by about 100.
This is literally the exact same scenario the last time they went winless. And like every one of their games is like close games. They get blown out like once or twice. That's it.
And that's why I'm picking the Lions.
I'm joining you, bro. I mean, I just won because it's Fed just picking the Vikings. But
I'm gonna pick them until they win a game.
I mean,
As soon as they win one game, I will not pick them again the rest of the year.
the only time I'm not gonna pick them is if it's like the Pack. If the Packers are playing them, then it's like nope.
Oh, week 17.
Oh, never mind that. Never mind. I retract that statement. Yeah, no, they got to win, right? They have to. Like it's.
You can't be the first team. They won't be the first team to lose 16 games. They've done that already.
Well, yeah, and also they can't do it anyway because they have the tie. So no matter what, they're going to break records.
Yeah.
Eagles at Jets. Fedge is going with the Eagles, and I'm going to join him because they have been looking really good.
See, I don't want to pick the Eagles, but I can't pick the Jets.
I will say this: the Jets looked really bad.
They looked a lot. Last week, the Jets looked a lot better than the Eagles did.
Oh, I mean that's true, but also I was going to say the Jets looked better with Flacco in than they have with Zach Wilson in.
Not last week.
Last week Zach Wilson played.
Yeah, I know. They look great. They won.
I mean, they won, but that doesn't mean that they looked great. Dude ran forward and chucked a ball at some dude's head.
Dude, they look great. They won. We're missing the point.
I think we're missing the point.
They're the Jets, and they won. Are you listening to me?
I am listening to you. We're still Eagles across the board right now, though.
Oh yeah, it is. I agree. I'm just saying.
So after my lock of the week, here's Fedge's lock of the week. Cardinals at Bears. Fedge's locking up the Cards.
I hate you two. You two are such pansies.
I'm sorry that lock of the week means this is the team that I think is going to win. 100% win. Not, you know what? I'm going to take a chance here.
That literally is what it means.
That's literally what it means. I'm going Cards
Next.
too.
There's nothing to talk about. Next.
Chargers at Bengals. I don't know.
Nothing to talk about. Bengals. The Chargers look like one of the worst teams in football right now.
I keep thinking of fucking the Chargers from last year and how fucking good they looked.
Yeah, they don't look like that now.
No, I'm going Bengals. Bengals is the team that's going to make it into the wild card and fuck shit up, in my opinion. I mean, shit, they could even run the AFC North. I mean, but as of right now, they're not. But they could. If they get the AFC North, then they're, Bucks.
I mean, they easily could. They still got to play the Ravens.
Oh, they already beat us once, so if they beat us again.
That's what I mean.
Yeah. And like I said, they looked good.
They're only one game behind.
They look good. Bucks at Falcons.
Hey, come on, next.
Yeah, it's Bucks across the board. I will say this though, I'm loving that Cordell Patterson is fucking doing like incredible things as an old man in the league.
Yeah, because they moved him to running back too.
They moved him to running back. He's playing wide receiver. Fucking, he's the second string quarterback. He's a fucking third string safety. Like, I love the fact that they're literally just being like, yeah, you're the best player on our team other than our rookie tight end, so we're just gonna let you do everything. And he's like, okay. Now we go to the 4 o'clock games. Starting off 4 o'clock games. Jaguars at Rams. The Rams have to put it together, right? Like, they have to have their shit together now.
Yeah, they're not losing to the Jaguars. Like,
I mean, that's the thing, though. Like, I'm picking the Rams, but there is a side of me that does want to pick the Jaguars.
You're crazy. Go ahead. Pick the Jaguars.
You know what? Fuck it, then I will.
No, your comeback's over. Next.
Sir, I saw fucking Aaron Rodgers juke out two defenders by pump faking on designated run plays. And the Rams have looked terrible. And the Jags are just slowly just getting better. Washington at Raiders. Fed is going Washington. I, too, am going Washington.
Oh, I'm going Oakland.
Oh, Oakland doesn't exist anymore, so sucks for you.
Sucks for you. No,
at least I'm naming teams that exist right now.
You make a good point, but no, I'm going.
I'm going Washington. I like the energy the Washington has right now. They're doing good things. They're moving in the right direction. I just don't like the Raiders.
I mean, they look pretty good, dude.
The Raiders do look good. I mean, I'm gonna go with Washington. I know they lost Chase, but I mean, I gotta go Washington, right? Like,
Washington's offense is so bad.
it is, but it's fun to watch. Ravens at Steelers. Ravens.
This should be a close game, but I can't pick the Ravens. So
I was wondering if you would or not. I don't know if this is gonna be a close game. To be honest with you.
I actually don't either. I think Baltimore's going to crush them.
With how bad Ben's been playing the last couple weeks. I know it'll be interesting because I think
that said, Lamar Jackson's also been playing terrible.
Oh my God, yes he has. I don't know.
Not as bad. No, I'm taking the Ravens. I can't. Looking at these, not only have they not beaten anybody good this year, the bad teams that they've beaten, they tied the Lions.
Mm-hmm.
They lost to the Browns by 5, the Seahawks by 3, the Broncos by 8. Or they beat those teams, sorry.
Yeah,
they lost to the Chargers, lost to the Bengals, lost to the Bengals. Dude, the Bengals are about to go and win the North.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, as a Ravens fan, I'm still going to pick the Ravens over the Bengals, but 100% I can see them winning North. They are that offensively, for not having that good of a line, that line is holding up enough so that they are scary.
Huh.
Yeah, it's. I mean, the North is.
Browns, though.
The North looks fun right now, bro.
The North is confusing. Yes, ma'am. Yes. Sorry, go on.
When I was getting water. I think this is gonna be an interesting one. Yeah, no, the Steelers just looked bad. Ravens have looked bad against decent teams. And that's the only thing I can say is that the Ravens have looked good against decent teams, and the Steelers have not looked good. Period. So,
sorry, what game were we at?
I was just going over more of the Ravens Steelers stuff.
I'm actually choosing the Ravens.
Yeah, I changed it. I said the Steelers wins aren't that impressive. The Ravens wins are. I mean. Also, I will say this right now. Andrew Villanueva is so fucking bad. Oh, my God.
Yeah, Lamar Jackson is, too.
Well, yeah, I mean, no wonder he is when he fucking has Garrett in his face every other fucking play because the fucking Villanueva can't just block him once.
Is that what happens when they played the Dolphins?
I mean, the Dolphins was the fact that, what's the name of the fucking safety there? Holland? They just let Holland blitz all day.
What about when the Bengals played them?
When the Bengals played them, their offense beat the shit out of us.
That's a fact.
Like, I'm going to tell it how it is. I mean, Lamar did play bad, but also at the same point, though, it's hard to not play bad when you're getting that much pressure in your face the entire game.
Fair.
Final game of 4 o'clock, though, we got Niners at Seahawks. Fedge is going Seahawks. I'm going Niners because juice.
Yeah, I'm going Niners, too. The Seahawks suck.
The Seahawks just aren't good. And like I said, what was the stat that I said? Since Russell Wilson trademarked "Let Russ Cook," he's 10-11.
I believe it.
That's not good.
It's terrible.
You know what else is terrible?
Lamar Jackson.
This Sunday night football game is Broncos and Chiefs.
Broncos.
What?
Why not, man? Live a little.
Fair. I'm going Chiefs. If Drew Lock was playing, I would agree with you, but because it's Teddy, I'm not. Refuse to. Monday Night Football. This would have
Just
been.
remember, just remember,
Just remember.
nobody circles the wagons like the Denver Broncos.
I'm pretty sure you've said the same saying, but with different teams now.
Yep, all the time.
Speaking of it, this is one of the teams I think you have done it with. Monday Night Football, Patriots at Bills. This would
Well,
have been a fun.
the statement is the Bills.
Yeah, that's right. Nobody circles wagons like the Buffalo Bills. This would have been an interesting one to hear you and Jeff go back and forth on.
Honestly, yeah,
Fedge is going, surprisingly, the Bills.
yeah. I'll be honest with you. It's this game for the Patriots is probably deciding who wins because the Pats have a 3-game stretch right now, but they go Bills bye week, then they go Colts Bills.
I was about to ask if they had already played yet.
So it's there's a lot riding on
At least,
a 3-game schedule.
yeah, right.
I mean,
That's
then they finish Jaguars Dolphins, but like if you lose these 3 games, you're all of a sudden now 8-7, and you're just fighting to make it into the playoffs.
right.
If you win on Monday night, you might be in first place in the division in the AFC.
hmm
Technically, well, you're not because of the bye week, but
But still, like it's one of those things though where like this is a tough. I mean, I'm gonna go Bills. I'm gonna go Bills for one reason. If they'd already played once this year, I would think about going Patriots, especially with how hot they've been. But with this being the first time they're playing, it's Monday night. It's in Buffalo. I don't see Mack Jones being able to do it.
it's also supposed to snow.
Oh, then 100%. Yeah, no, Bills.
See, for those reasons, that's why I'm picking the Patriots.
Oh, okay. See,
Because the Patriots, like everyone keeps saying, because I don't expect Mac Jones, Mac Jones doesn't do anything. He throws the ball under 10 yards. He's Chad Pennington, dude.
I mean that is true.
The Patriots literally run the ball, get into manageable third downs, and occasionally they throw play action crossing routes that like he's a 70% completion rate because they throw it under 10 yards.
Fair.
Like, cool.
I will say that
Everyone's saying how good he is. I'm like, he's really nothing. Mac Jones is just not turning the ball over, and he can complete passes within 20 yards.
Mac Jones right
It's
now is
not
being
complicated.
the ultimate game manager, basically.
Like, I wouldn't say he's necessarily a game manager,
Well, when I say
but
game manager, normally what I mean by that is like they don't make many mistakes. It's mainly short throws. They don't take a whole lot of risks, and they just like the
see, that's
reason
the
why
part.
they're doing well is because of other stuff.
That's why I don't think he's a game manager. He does take risks.
Okay.
He's very accurate. So his risks are his player or nobody.
Fair. I mean,
You know what I mean? Like,
being a Bama quarterback, I mean, yeah, it's
but I don't know. I think I honestly
it's
this
gonna
whole
be a
game
good
goes
game.
the entire game comes down to can the Bills stop the run game against the Patriots and can the Patriots run the ball? If the Patriots run the ball, it won't be a close game. If the Patriots cannot run the ball, it will be a close game. It also comes down to can the Pats defense stop the passing attack of the Bills?
Mm-hmm.
Because if they can't cover those receivers, they don't have a chance either.
When that's the thing, right? It's like because we were talking about it's J.C. Jackson, right? The corner for you guys.
Yeah.
How he's just an absolute fucking stud, and we were talking about that, and it's one of those things. It's like you can be a stud all you want. It's the same thing with what I say with Marlon Humphrey, right? He's kind of a stud too, not to the same level as J.C. Jackson right now, but like you can be a stud all you want. But when there's 4 receivers or 3 receivers and a tight end, it makes it easy to make that stud kind of not exist anymore, right? Like,
Yeah, you tell a receiver, dude, you're just gonna run people off all game.
yeah, we're gonna try and get you on J.C. Jackson and just have him cover you, and you're just gonna run him off. If you do that, you do your job. You get a high five. Good job.
Seriously, I don't.
Um,
It should be a good game though.
it should be. Bye weeks, we have Browns, Packers, Panthers, Titans. Out of those, which one do you think is the big one?
The Packers. They need to get help. Packers and Titans both need to get healthy.
See, I was gonna go Packers and Browns.
Yeah, dude, the Browns are done.
Well, that's the thing is that like at this point in the season, I think that this is like because the Browns play Baltimore again within the next couple weeks. So I think this is kind of the like if they can't get their shit together, sort of moment. Because if they can win out, then they can make it into the playoffs, sort of thing. But if they lose the next two,
Winning out's tough, man. That's 6 games in a row
mm-hmm,
without them puking on themselves.
mm-hmm.
I don't see it happening.
I don't either. That's what I'm saying. Like Titans, I feel like are what is whatever. They just put some fucking person in at running back and just have them run the ball. Like that's
Well, they need AJ Brown and Julio Jones to be healthy. If those two get healthy, they're a whole different team. Because now you have to actually put people in coverage.
true.
Like the Pats did not have to cover anybody.
True. But all right, everyone at home, let us know what you guys think. How we're doing, how you guys are doing, what your picks are, what your locks are, and what you guys overall think so far of the NFL season so far. Any final remarks, Rob?
Go Chargers, go! Even though I picked against them.
I was about to say, depending on where you are, good morning, good afternoon, evening, night. Stay trouble, stay safe, and we'll talk to you all later. Bye.